They can go ahead and nerf moves in the game, baby, but they can't nerf me. So we actually have a pretty practical way on how to hit 3.9 billion, basically 4 million damage in this game. It's something that not any enemy will be able to withstand, but it's just really fun to showcase how crazy things can get. We're gonna last chance twice to start off with Maelle. This will skip her turns and also give her some warming up stacks. She gets 5% for each turn, so we'll do that twice. Trying to save her first hit because of augmented first strike. So now with Sciel, we're gonna Fortune's Fury. Gonna double up Maelle. And now we need to intervention Verso. So this way Verso is gonna have 3 turns. Verso with his 3 turns, first turn we're gonna actually go items and healing tint on Sciel, which is going to kill her. Now enemies have been broken or are ready to be broken and they have burn on them. So we're gonna go into Phantom Stars, which is gonna hit all enemies and break them. Boom, 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 boom. Decent damage. And now with Verso's last turn, we're actually going to heal himself, which would kill him because inversion would have worn off on the following turn after that. So that's the earliest point that we could have actually triggered that. Now with Maelle, all that's need to do, she's got 3 gradient charges. You guys already know. We're gonna Gamage. This is her limit break. This is basically finishing touch for Cloud. No damage showed up because it's quite significant how much damage she actually dealt. So now all that's left to do is to do some cleanup here. So we're actually going to go Stendhal into the Duelist and kind of hope this hits 43 million, so it'll kill him. 46. Okay, cool. And we just have to parry the Mask Keeper. Or not. It's okay. We'll come back on the next turn. Fucking Mask Keeper. So let's last chance. And that's it. Stendhal, which by the way, Stendhal, of course, I'm sure everybody heard about the nerf coming. And we'll see, this actually did, yeah, 3.9 billion damage. Basically almost 3.95. That's quite a lot. Total damage overall is close to 4.2. The battle did take 2 minutes because I did die, but I was also explaining things. You can get this to under 2 minutes. I think the fastest I got this to go off while also parrying all the enemies' hits and not dying was like 1 minute and 30. So 3.9 billion damage in 1 minute and 30 seconds is fucking incredible. So I have an idea on how I could push this over into the 4 billions officially. Maybe even 4.5 billion with some testing. So if you guys want to see that, hit that subscribe button and notification bell to help raise that 38% even higher. And comment down below if you want to see that build. So of course, the magic with this build starts off with Maelle. We have Maelle rocking the Medallion, Rush on Powerful, Roulette, and Second Chance. The reason why she has these on is because of the crit rate that she gets. She gets 105% crit rate. That's the highest, and without like technically going crazy on overcapping. So we'll keep it at that point for now. It's perfectly fine with what she's running. So her actual Lumina, and we'll sort by active because it's a lot to keep track of. But I'm just going to show you guys the list here. There it is. Solo Fighter. So Solo Fighter does deal 50% more damage if they're fighting alone. I guess other than that, going through the rest of the list, at Death's Door is very important. Aegis Revival is situational. You don't need this. This is just in case if you die. Augmented First Strike, 50% increased damage on the first hit. This is the first hit only. So if Maelle is last chancing, she'll save this. She'll save this for following turns. So you definitely want to not use that if you don't have to. Auto Death, that is really important. Auto Regen, don't necessarily need to even have this on. I've honestly been having this on so that because I thought Tainted was working from it. It's not. I just have it on because it's not negatively impacting us. So why not? Burning Death and all that goodies. Charging critical, 20% gradient charge on critical hit. Again, Verso's already maxing us out. We don't need this. We got Charging Stun, Cheater, of course, Confident Fighter to deal more damage, Critical Moment, 50% increased crit chance if health is below 30. We don't even need this either. We're already at 100% crit rate. This is just a waste of Lumina. Dead Energy 1 and 2. Energizing Powerful, 2 AP on Applying Powerful. That's like battle start stuff. Energizing Start 1 and 2 is all you need. You don't need 3 and 4, especially if you have Energizing Turn and Energy Master. These right here, these 4, they are expensive, but these 4 pretty much get your characters 9 AP to start off, and then continuously maintain a solid like 8 or 7 throughout the rest of the battle. First defensive, first hit dealt and taken, deals 50% more damage. This stacks with augmented first strike, so you want to make sure you reserve her first hit for that. Then we got first strike to play first, full strength to deal increased damage on full health. So this is if she dies and she comes back to life, you can use this to benefit that, right? Glass cannon, deal more damage, take more damage. Gradient fighter, this is what's going to push you over the edge. 25% increased damage with gradient attack. This is what increases the damage of Gamage. We got greater defenseless, so this way, if an enemy has defenseless put on them, which Verso is applying to them, she'll deal 15% more damage on top of the already defenseless buff. She also has greater powerful, which is the same thing, 15% increase to powerful damage. So she has powerful on her, she deals more damage with it. Got Immaculate, 30% increased damage until a hit is received. Immediate res, 3+ shields on battle start, but max health is halved. You'll notice that in that battle, I had only 8 shields on her. It's kind of hard. I'm still trying to figure out a way to get 9 shields on her with it being practical, not having to wait like 10 fucking turns from the enemy in order to get her shields up type shit. Like, I get it. Those builds are cool, but I prefer showing like practical things that you could actually do in combat rather than having to set up situationally, right? Like you saw that wasn't a situational setup. That actually was something that I could do at will. Last Stand critical, which again is not needed. She already has max out crit. I just have it on just cuz, but you could totally remove this and critical moment if you wanted to. Longer powerful to make powerful last 2 more turns, which is good because she will be the only one alive. Same thing with Sciel. Painted power to deal more damage. Painter, situational. She doesn't really need it because most of the attacks she's going to be hitting with are going to be void damage, so keep that on her. But there's also a rumor that void damage with the medallion equipped is reading as burn damage, so it's still activating as a bonus. I don't know if that's intended because technically void is supposed to be ultimate damage. Maybe it's all the elements combined and that's why it's reading that way, so I don't know. Powerful revive, so when if she dies, she comes back with a powerful shield to increase the damage per shield point on self. Roulette, of course, for that gamble. Sometimes you'll hit that crazy Billy, sometimes you won't. You'll fall below like 985 million with this build. Rush on powerful, SOS power, and SOS rush, and Sciel, which again may not be needed, but I have so much Lumina at this point. I'm just messing around with it. You guys play with it, see what works for you. Second chance, so this way if she does die, she can come back. And Shield Affinity, which is a incredible risk, 30% increased damage while having shields, but if you receive any damage at all the shields will be removed, so very scary to have that on. Shielding Death, not really needed on her either. I don't need that. I don't know why I had that on her. Yeah. Shortcut, so she plays again. She's starting off the battle, going with her turn first, so this way she can get more warming up stacks, but if she does die, or on the following turn she gets revived, and any last chance, it immediately makes her go again, so keep that in mind. Solidifying 2 shields when the character's health fall below 50%, that's to start off the battle. Got Solo Fighter, which we're making it happen. We're making Solo Fighter happen with this build. Stun boost to deal more damage to stunned enemies. Survivor to survive that one fatal blow hit. Tainted for the increased damage, 15% increased damage for the inversion status. Teamwork, 10% increased damage while all allies are alive. They're not alive, but I need to double check this. I'm not sure. I just thought about it. Does Teamwork technically proc if Maelle is the only one on the field because she's still part of the team? You know, like I wonder if that's still working. I gotta go back and footage and check. And warming up, which is we're getting about 3 stacks of this going on. I think it's very possible to get 5, but we definitely have to manipulate the turn orders for the enemies, max out our speed to an even higher rate. So there's a lot of testing still required to go for this. If you guys can hit 4.2 with this same setup without an enemy getting to go first, that's the thing. I'm trying to hit these billions and these crazy damage numbers before an enemy gets an opportunity to attack. That's what I'm trying to do. There's also other Pictos people have been using, and it's incredibly situational. I've seen videos on how people are setting this up, empowering dodge or empowering parry. So 5% increased damage for each consecutive successful dodge can stack up to 10 times. It does take timing, of course, depending on the enemy that you're playing against. It's great, but again, it's incredibly situational. Same thing with empowering parry, 5% increased damage until the end of the following turn. So this is more risky. You will get that increase. There's no limit on it compared to this. But if you take any damage, you'll remove this buff. It doesn't seem like it lasts the entire battle like Empowering Dodge does, which can stack 10 times. There's no limit to how this could stack, but again, if you take any damage, you're losing all of it. But this is incredible. I feel like there's probably going to be somebody that'll be able to stack this 100 times, maybe against the bouncing enemy, right? The gross titties. If they go against gross titties, the bouncing enemy, and they use this, they could probably get this stacked out like crazy and deal probably the most damage in the game, maybe 999 billion. Let me know if you guys did that. There are some situational stuff here. Powered attack. You probably could throw this on, so this way Gamage would increase her damage by 20%, so this way on the follow-up, Stendhal could delete the Duelist. But then again, it's getting nerfed tomorrow, so we don't know how much that's going to actually affect it. And yeah, that's essentially what I have on Maelle. If you have the Lumina, feel free to add more to it. As of right now, I feel like this is all you need to run this build. Let me remove Critical Moments, and I'll remove Last Stand Critical. And I forget if there's any other, maybe the SOS powers and stuff. Actually, no. When we start off the battle low health, we'll need that. So I have 18 Lumina leftovers out of, like, so basically 457 Lumina is in use total for her. Interesting. So jumping in real quick to add a disclaimer, I forgot to mention this. Don't use the one on Verso. You don't need it. It's actually nerfing his damage. He could technically do more damage when he tries to break the enemy, but for some reason, I had the one still on him. Totally remove that. I don't mention it in this clip, but I don't feel like recording the entire thing. So yes, remove the one off of Verso. Don't have it on him. You don't need it, especially if you have Auto Death and Survivor Picto already on him. He's already going to be at 1 HP, so that when you do heal him, he'll die immediately and you'll deal the max damage with At Death's Door. With Verso, the main things that's really important for him in order to break the enemies, we're going to need Gradient Break. It gets 50% Gradient Charge on breaking a target. That's a lot. That's going to essentially max out the entire bar. Breaking the target doubles its burn amount. You don't really need that. Marking Break's important, so this way when you break the enemy, it marks them. Greater Defenseless, actually no, not that one. Where is it? It's Exposing Break. Applies defenses on breaks. So again, he's debuffing them when he's breaking them, he's marking them when he's breaking them, and he's burning them when he's breaking them. And on top of that, when he marks an enemy, he has double mark, which is why the marks are blue. It makes it so that it requires 2 hits, an extra hit in order to break the mark or for it to go away. And I have double burn on him, which is incredibly situational. Don't feel like I need that, but we'll just have it on just because, without having to go through every single thing. And just copy what I have on the screen, guys. Just copy what I have on the screen. I'm gonna go up here now, and Shielding Death. This is the important thing. So he needs to die in order to give shields to Maelle. Same thing with Sciel. So when he does die, he gives 3 shield points. I had shared care on because I was trying to work a situation where maybe I can get one of them to just heal the other one and they both die, right? Immediately off rip. That wasn't working out because I still needed one of them to be alive in order to either buff Maelle or to break the enemies. So I feel like there's going to be another way around it, and I have an idea. But that's going to be another video because I still need to like test some things out for it. Other than that, I think we are good for Verso. Yeah, and 3+ AP on breaking a target, that's important. And Breaking Death, fully charged. Well, that's stuff that's going to be on Sciel. Well, yeah, we have Auto Death on him with Survivor to keep him at 1 HP. And the reason why is because we're using the Blood Am weapon. His Perfection is now based on current health, that he gains 1 rank for every 20% missing health. So if he's at 1 HP and he's missing a lot of health, he's going to start off in S rank. So I would use Chevalam for this, but if you guys recall, Chevalam, you can't be healed and you can't gain shields later in battle. So the issue with this is Verso can't die from the inversion healing himself with Chevalam. I'm sure there's probably another weapon. I don't have all the weapons for all the characters, so I'm wondering if there's something I might be missing. But for right now, I'm using Blood Am. I was thinking Glacio might be good because the self-heal by 2% health on dealing a crit hit would automatically kill him from breaking, but it didn't seem to work. I don't know why it didn't work. I was a little disappointed. But I felt like if that were the case, then we could have done that and killed him. Then Sciel would have had another turn, and we could have manipulated it that way. Oh, and I forgot to mention Verso's Pictos. He has a clip. He has Quick Break, Sweet Kill, and augmented first strike mainly. So this way his crit is over 100% right here. So let's go to Sciel real quick. Sciel has At Death's Door, Sniper, and Energy Master. Her crit doesn't really matter. Her speed is just kind of like whatever. But I just have that on her. And you'll notice I'm not even using all of her Lumina. We're just using this. The main thing that's important for Sciel is that she doesn't have auto death on, but she has death related stuff. So like breaking death. If she dies, she fully charges the enemy's break bar. Burn Infinity charging for the buffs, so she gets more gradient charges on buffs because she's buffing our teammates. I think when she does die, she also she applies burning death, right, to all enemies on death. So this way when she does die, she does increase the gradient charge by 20%. Keep that in mind. And I'm trying to think of anything situationally. Inverted Infinity. This is Inverted Infinity, by the way. Yes, this is how you're killing your teammates by healing them. But you have to do it quick. You have to do it within the first 3 turns, or else it goes away, and then you can't find a way to kill them. You just have to wait for enemies to kill them, which is that again situational, which I hate. Other than that, oh yeah, we have the one on her just to keep her HP low, because I don't want to use auto death and survivor on her, which I technically could. But I just put the one on her just cause, whatever. Just make it easier for her to die. And I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that we have on Sciel that you necessarily need. But yeah, we're so close to that 4 billion, man. We're so close. Ah, man. I feel like the only way I'm going to be able to push it over is if we use like empowering dodge on Maelle or empowering parry. But the issue with that is we have to make sure that the enemies get those attacks off on her, and Sciel is still alive long enough. And oh yeah, I have an idea. Okay, yeah, for you guys, if you guys want to see how that works, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on it. Don't worry guys, the Monoko guide is coming. It's just this, it's such a crazy day. I had no idea that the devs were going to be nerfing things in this game. That's kind of shocking to me. It's just Stendhal is just overtuned. They didn't expect it to work the way that it is. I kind of hope that instead of that, they buff New Game Plus enemy health, because I've gotten comments from some of you guys that are in New Game Plus 6, which is crazy, by the way. And Stendhal is still one-shotting everybody over there. The health pool is not increasing as high as it should. So I kind of hope the devs look into that too. Like, don't just nerf Maelle. You should also increase the enemy health pools. But Monoko's guide is going to be coming soon. Taking my time. I need to go into New Game Plus, get some more perfect chromas, because I don't have any to boost his weapons even further. The highest, yeah, 32. But yeah, his guide will be coming maybe Saturday, guys. Look out for that. Sorry about that. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Clair Obscur Expedition 33 videos are on the way, and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ, and thanks for watching.